Whew. Man. People. If any of you are paying attention to the television set, which is reflective of social media, it's the largest form of communication in the history of the world. You know, we can, in a couple of seconds, we can sit there. Lord's Prayer works. Stop being a yak piss drinker that has a fighting spirit, right? Really? Wow. You could overnight just change the entire course of events in the world. But apparently the people that are on TV and manipulating people's social media are brain chemical addicts that want to solve all the problems in the world, but they're typically the cause of all the problems in the world, because Judah Krishnamurti scientists back in the 1980s got together and said it's human selfishness that causes human suffering. And as far as when Judah Krishnamurti talked about people seeking comfort, because what most people fear is not death, it's suffering. Okay? Being tortured for 57 years. Being tortured for 85 years. You know? Death, boom, you're dead. That's it. You know, I thought I was having a nice life. Bus came, pow! Thought I was having a nice life. Oswald up in the library tower. You know, thought you were having a nice life. Were you living the Lord's Prayer? No. Here, drink some yak piss. You got fighting spirit. Right? You don't have fighting spirit. You do have fighting spirit. That's your problem. Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. What does it say? Have fighting spirit. Drink yak piss to accept the bullshit. You're a brain chemical addict. You suck. Right? Where does it say that? Gospels, please. You know, and they had this, what's his name? Fruit Tick or something like that. Fur Tick. This guy on TV. He writes songs. God says to write songs for money. It's God's omniscient, omnipotent. The Lord said, forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. Don't drink yak piss. Don't sing songs for money. Don't use God as a possessive pronoun or a first person. Can you? And there's no excuse for this because it's in the book of Genesis. Okay? That all these yak piss drinkers that trap the soul and the ego, okay, have turned God into a first person or a possessive pronoun. We Hebrews, the people that choose to worship God instead of the first person in the possessive pronoun, have understood God is omniscient, omnipotent. We try to teach it to yak piss drinkers. But they don't listen. They keep selling beer on TV, drugs. Here, this will help. You'll sleep better, relax him. Right? And you're like, fuck, they suck, man. And, but guys, don't get too upset. Okay? Because one human being, okay, can radically change technology. Now, we don't need lots of robots. We just need good computing. You know, and then I can take the computing and assimilate the computing to the eternal enlightened perspective of Confucius or Jesus or Muhammad or myself, which is all very similar. And then all these yak pits pushers, and here, take our drugs. Lay back and enjoy the fuck. It's the only way to get into the competitive spirit of fight fucking and fuck fighting. Here's some more yak piss. So, Earl, do you know, I really don't care if you think I'm an asshole, because when an asshole thinks you're an asshole, and you're trying to stop them from being an asshole and passing on assholes to children, you can't care what the asshole thinks about you. You know, you can't care about that. I care about the children not being an asshole like you. Okay? I care about the children living the Lord's Prayer and not being fucked by assholes like you. But what you think about me? Fuck you. You're a pussy face or a dickhead. So you can go fuck yourself, take your drugs, be numb, and fuck yourself to death. Fuck you for all I care. But I care about the children not being a fuckhead like you. Okay. Here's more yak piss, right? Anybody else want more yak piss? We've got yak piss commercials aplenty. I've got yak piss commercials aplenty. I've got drug ads and car ads amok. 'Cause I'm a stupid fuck. Hey, let's drive an Infiniti to a Lexus dealer. Plug our car in and fuck ourselves to death with delusions of grandeur. Okay, sounds like a plan. No, one human being Okay? One soul free from the ego can take all the technology in the world and shift that technology to save all the children from being yak pissed, car driving, Mad Max Furiosa fuckers like you. One gorgeous human being. One Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. Thank you, you're welcome. Okay, because I love kids. And you suck dick for money and like it. Or you think you like it, you can't like it, you're addicted to it. Cup the balls, toss the salad. Hey, she's got the runs, so does he. Oh! Okay, the devil is the yak piss drinker, because he wants to be God, which is insane, that wants to kill God and replace God with himself. And Satan is his bride that always wants to replace the devil with herself and her child. My child will be better than the last yak piss. My money will be more organic and sexy than the last yak piss drinker, you know. Okay, you can think what you want, but you fucking crazy bitch. Must be something to do with the DNA interfacing. Maybe so, maybe so. You can only make so many excuses for women. Stockholm Syndrome, for being fucked by the devil because she's addicted to being Satan. And after a while, you just have to go, bitch, you get yourself killed and you bring your kids into the helicopter. You have a nice Wakanda day. Okay? Fazo, Parsons, get the damn air conditioner on the stand. The Marines are watching. I love Robin Williams, though. Even if it was a program from the fort, my communications and jokes of Robin Williams are way more intelligent and better than any of the Yak Piss commercials on TV. Doop, doop. SNL, what's that smell? We suck. Yeah, that was why I was listening to Foo Fighters. That's what woke me up last night. The Foo Fighters on SNL. Well, this music's not very good. I think it's trying to sound like something that used to be good, but it's just not. They're playing. It's just, these people are supposed to be real popular and famous. Wow. Yeah, I've heard most popular and famous music nowadays, and it's like, guys, serious? All things being said, I'd rather listen to Billy Stewart sing Sitting in the Park and the Rays sing Silhouettes. And the Silhouettes sing Get a Job. Oh, when I get the paper, I read it through and through, and my girl never fails to see if they're, and it's a very empathetic understanding. So if they're black men in the 1950s. It's satirical and realistic. Get a job, right? Oh, when I get the paper, I read it through and through, and my girl never fails to see. If there is any work for me, then I go back to the house, hear that woman's mouth preaching and a crying, tell me that I'm lying about a job that I never could find. It's a black guy in the 1950s, guys. All the black guys are going, honey, listen to this, okay? You could be the first nigga lined up outside the grocery store at 6 in the morning, and 4 white boys will show up 2 hours later and get the job when the boss show up. Get a job. Tribalism. Sucks, don't it? Okay. And then the black people, see how horrible you are? Yes, come see the pictures of the black people that turned themselves into gods, throwing our babies to crocodiles that look like us. Because, oh, what you reap is what you sow. Everybody gets what they deserve. Oh, shit. You deny the Lord's Prayer? My child died of childhood cancer. Are you staying up for the Lord's Prayer? Okay. Then expect more of your children and grandchildren to die of childhood cancer. Okay, expect them to drink yak piss. Expect them to breathe in poisons of carbon emission poisoning. Expect them to breathe in heart disease through tire particles, through extortion, exploitation, and denial of the Lord's Prayer. You don't like hearing me talk? You think I like listening to you guys talk? I'd rather listen to me talk than you talk. Because when I talk, love and reality is, the light is shown. When you talk, get a job, you know. Oh, when I get the paper, I read it through and through and see the yak advertisements saying if there isn't a generic Viagra on sale for you, then I go back to the house, make that woman suck my dick, tell her to shut the fuck up or I'll stick it in her ass because she wrecked the car and I'm George Carlin and I'm not Bobby Goldsboro, right? If you get it, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you're a self-righteous asshole who has no sense of humor because you fucked yourself to death before you even died. Okay, you don't like me? I'm not here for assholes to like me. I'm here for children to actually like living because they're being loved and they're loving. All right, let's go load this up. You need an ass kicking until you live the Lord's Prayer. If you can't do that, leave the evil one to me, and I'll take this technology and make it reflect the perfection of a perfect Father eternally. If that doesn't happen, we'll all be floating particles of pigs in space, and no one will be here crying about it. I love you. Peace. I'm not extreme in that. That's them. Okay? I believe it's going to happen. I believe the Lord's Prayer is going to overcome the world. I believe in world peace. I believe in the Messiah. I believe in the eternal spirit of a perfect Father and a faithful mother. And I have faith in God. What do you believe in? And what do you have faith in? Peace.